Hi everyone, this is Michael from My Closet here with a special guest. His name is Michael Polanco. That's going to share a very heartfelt and warming story. Welcome, Michael. How are you today?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Mike has an incredible story. First, you'll just go into it and tell us how old you are and the very important thing that you have to share with us.
Cool. I'm 27 currently, last time I checked, and the incredible thing is that I'm sober today, and I have not had a drink or drunk in 4 years and 6 months.
Wow. That's a very long time, especially for a young man growing up. You know, in our community, the LGBT community, a lot of us are going out on the Friday nights, on a Saturday, on a Tuesday. You know, we turn it out, right? So there's a lot of pressure. So how do you resist that pressure to not engage in substance use?
So I learned early on that support was huge, and to be connected to a support group was what was needed to stop drinking and get high occasionally.
Okay.
So I joined AA, which was a huge help.
So your drug of choice was alcohol, it was your primary, and what other drugs were there?
Alcohol, primary, I would say weed, like secondary on occasion, but mostly alcohol. That was like my #1 thing.
So how did it start? You know, people just don't decide, hey, I'm gonna start binging and become an alcoholic. You know, was there a process for you? Like, did it have to do with coming out or, you know, family acceptance? What was your story? Like, how did it all start?
I was 13, I was on a date. This girl was attractive, I'm bisexual. I shouldn't have said that, should I say that? She was 13, I was 13, I didn't know how to speak to women, I was super freaking awkward. And then I had a sip of beer on this date, but given to me by my uncle, who will remain nameless. And I loved it, you know, I loved the drink of alcohol, or the taste of it. And I instantly just said, oh, this is a great feeling and I need to feel like this forever. And I drank all the way till I was 22, chasing that feeling.
How much were you consuming, like, from the first sip until when you said 22, where you're, like, indulging?
I was a weekend warrior, so 6 days a week I would, like, study and stuff, you know, and be a student. And then on the weekends, I would binge and black out. I was a blackout drinker who was one, either really funny and the life of the party, or the angry drunk who got like kicked out, you know, or just like stormed out of the party.
So what circumstances that you're overindulging get you into, you know, it's good to be the life of the party, you lead the party, yeah, I'm the man. But, you know, those other circumstances that were counter to that. So what were some of those circumstances where you're like, shit?
Yeah, big time. I definitely endangered some people really close to me at times. I can use this one for instance. One time I was 17 and I was at a party and somebody didn't like me, you know, this girl or whatever, and when we left the party, I decided I would like kick a car and broke the rear window, the rear view mirror of that car, and the owner came out, you know, and he chased us, and like he was like one of them, like, you know, was packing, and thank God my friend had some money to pay this guy, you know. But anyway, there's stupid situations like that could have been obviously avoided had I not been recklessly and irresponsibly drinking.
So did consuming alcohol play any part with your sexuality, your role? Were you like covering it up? What was the circumstances involved with that?
I mean, weirdly enough, it wasn't until college that I began to be in tune with my attraction to men also. And I think it wasn't until like my 4th year in recovery that I established a relationship with a best friend. It wasn't until I was sober that I was able to really like, oh, I'm bisexual, you know, and I didn't know that when I was drinking because I drank so much and I didn't know how I felt at the time. I wasn't in tune with feelings. So I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
So what's your community of support right now when, you know, the guys are like, hey, it's Friday, let's chill, let's party, let's go pregame. Do you feel alienated? Do you feel like, no, I can't go, I don't want to get into this environment? It's like, how do you resist that?
I mean, at first, I had to let go of a lot of people, places, and things. And a lot of those people were people I actively drank with, and a lot of them were homophobic, you know, and closed-minded. And now a big part of my community are LGBT, and I tap into a sober community of young people in AA who are in LGBT, transgender, bi, polyamorous, you know, those are the people I hang out with, those are the people I go to meetings with. My boyfriend's a great support. He's been sober like 8 years, man, so. And I'm an artist, I'm always doing something, you know. I'm in the middle of pitching a cartoon, so it's like, for me, it's like, it's been developing me and my inner artist, you know, my inner addict is healing through that.
So what would you tell someone who, you know, is in an early stage of recovery, you know, they're realizing, hey, I think I may have a problem. Like, what's the first step and what's the second step to obtaining sobriety?
Well, first step, I'd be like, awesome. Really, really good at your acknowledging that. And two is seeking help, whether it be a counselor, a family member, a close friend, and then checking out, just checking out a meeting. I never push meetings on anyone. I don't push people to go to recovery. I encourage people. I encourage them and say, this is what I did, and it's completely transformed my life because I was willing to do that. And it's a choice, you know, and you have a place to go to once you make that choice, and know that I support you either way. You know, I'm here for you. And to generally just show someone love, I think is like the main thing. You know, I wouldn't like tell someone, oh shit, yeah, you drink too much, you know, or like you're an addict or whatever. I would sympathize because I think that's the best way to connect with someone. Sympathy,
yeah,
and empathy.
And just being, you know, very truthful about your experiences,
yeah.
And, you know, acknowledging like, oh, okay, something's not right. If there's a problem, you know, you're not alone. A lot of young people, they think they're alone, especially if it's LGBT issues. They feel ostracized. You know, let me drink the feelings away. Let me smoke it away. You know, let me sniff it away. Whatever the circumstance may be. That's why there's such high percentages of young people who are LGBT with drug abuse problems. So it's really something that's really crippling our community. Well, thank you so much for sharing. We value you and really appreciate it. And I'm so happy to hear about your, you know, your progress. Continue it, and you have so much to live for now. Just go get it. Right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
man.
Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.